All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our prayer, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Kodash, Barakatham. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to all the came across the globe, pushing the word of truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. Sadai and Nawa from the great millstone camp of Columbus. And just want to tell you of, I don't tell dreams, but I'm going to tell this one. About a dream I had last night. About the destruction of Babylon. But before the destruction, I want to tell you about the reactions of the people that I seen in my dreams, and the sights and the sounds that I heard in my dream. And to Wada Abba for allowing me to reveal this dream, because it was horrific. It was confusion, a lot of death, a lot of scrambling around looking for shelter and cover. You know, I was in my dream, I seen chariots flying around. I seen planes and birds and animals dropping out the sky into the water. I seen a great multitude of missiles coming in, hitting the land, hitting the water, airplane parts falling, okay? People trying to run, but knowing they can't run anywhere because the whole cloud and sky were filled with falling objects, man, and missiles. And people were so scared that they couldn't even, some were so scared they couldn't even move, And I'm looking, I'm like, wow, these people are really, now they get it, And that's where it's gonna be for a lot of people. They're gonna mock and they're gonna scoff until the day of the Lord comes. When the day of the Lord comes, it's gonna be too late. You're gonna see that the Bible, the words of Yahweh Shai are real. They are faithful and true. So I just put together a couple of precepts, and Lord willing, the lesson is edifying. Zephaniah 14, or 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there out bitterly. The day of the Lord is near, man. You got the solar eclipse coming. MOTB is here. Okay. You're seeing these towns being infiltrated with these so-called immigrants who are of the military. Have been proven in the fact that they're here to disrupt the order of Babylon, to bring more confusion. Okay. And no, we not know when the day of the Lord is coming, but the Lord gave us times or signs which we're looking for. And as men of the Lord, we're watchmen, and we're seeing that the Lord is hastening the day of his return. So the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. And in my dream, you could just hear people screaming, hollering. All right. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. I wonder if this is. Hold on, let me see if I can get this real quick. This is Luke 21. I'm gonna start 22. I'm gonna get out there 22. Hold on. No, let me get the other one. It's more apropos. It's Luke 21. And let's start at 25, get to the point. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. All right, and we're seeing the signs now. You know, whether this is going to be ushering in quicker the MOTBs and the New World Order, we don't know. We know this is a great sign that's coming, that eclipse. The Lord has showed great signs and wonders to us, man. We're able to discern the times. The Lord is coming back to visit the world that he made. He said, men's hearts fail them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. You know, and watching the people run, trying to avoid the falling parts of planes and birds falling down dead and the missiles coming and striking the earth, man. People were frozen of fear and couldn't move. And some were running away as if they could hide from the judgment of the Lord. And people were running in such a chaotic fashion that they didn't know what to do or where to go because of the judgment of the Lord, because of the things that were falling from the sky. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. You see, and all this is a precursor to the deliverance and the further destruction that Yahweh Shai is going to bring, man. Let's get this real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 18:5. Thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne, as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction, and brought thine unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, and standing up filled all things with death, and it touched the heaven, but it stood upon the earth. So the Lord is coming, man. When you start to see these missiles falling, these signs that the Lord had told us that it's going to come to pass, when they start coming to pass, and you start seeing the confusion and the death and the ICBMs flying across the earth, just know that the Lord is coming after that, man. You see, the destruction of Babylon and salvation of the saints is going to be simultaneous. It's going to be the Lord bringing this great day to an end. You know, this great day meaning our deliverance. In the end is going to be the end of Babylon. Okay? Zephaniah 1:15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. And it was so dark there, the only light you seen was the fire from the missiles and the glow of the explosions. It was amber, you know. It was like orange, kind of like, you know how, you know, like fire, man. And when you watch those missiles, the explosions, you see like the fiery smoke. You see that bright flash when it hits and the colors. That's all you seen everywhere, man. It was dark and smoky. People running around trying to hide and run, but to no avail, man. All right, and the screams were, they were terrifying. You could tell they were greatly troubled, greatly afraid. You see, Joel 2:1 said, blow you the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain, that all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. You know, and I can surely say this, that when that day comes, everybody's going to believe. They're going to know that this is something that is of a what's the word they use, man? Of a godlike magnitude. You see, what I seen was nothing man-made, although the missiles were man-made, but the way it was going down and the amount of casualties and the amount of missiles and explosions going off, it could only be of the Lord. And you could just hear people, man. I didn't hear a lot, but what I seen was just people running, up under trees and bumping into each other and scattering in a million different ways, trying to escape the wrath of Yahweh Shai, man. A day of gloom, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, to the years of many generations. In NLT it says, it is a day of darkness and gloom, a day of thick clouds and deep blackness, man. And like I said, you can only see people by the fire of the missiles behind them and the explosion and the impact of those missiles when they hit the ground, man. It was smoky, it was dark. Suddenly like dawn spreading across the mountains, a great and mighty army appears. Nothing like it has been seen before or ever be seen again. This is the end of the beginning for the nation of Israel, man. It's going to be a great day for the salvation of the elect. But woe unto them, all right, who desire the day of the Lord and not adhere to the laws, statutes, commandments, and the following of Yahweh Shai. The great pains and travail came across these people, man. And they were running in astonishment, mouths wide open. You can see Edomite's hair blowing in the wind from how fast they're trying to run, so to speak. You see, they're bumping into each other. They're falling, they're hiding behind trees and trying to escape the judgment of Yahweh Shai, man. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, behind them a desolate wilderness, and nothing shall escape them. Talking about those missiles, man. Those missiles hit, and you heard the boom, and you seen the smoke, you seen the light, the brightness of the missiles exploding, man. It was terrible. But to hear the voices of people screaming and seeing the people trying to run when you're just seeing missiles and birds, like I keep saying, birds and airplanes falling from the sky, man. Parts falling around, falling to the ground, hitting people, man, hitting the land. You see, this is what you Christians are looking forward to. When you say you want the Lord to come back, the Lord is coming back. And it's not a day that you want. Let's get that real quick. Come on, man. I know it's woe. Oh, sorry, it's the Old Testament. Amos 5:18, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And it was dark, man. Like I said, the only light you would see was from the missiles, from from behind them, and when they hit and exploded, you see, when you looked up, you just seen like fire coming from the sky. You know, like you really didn't even really see the missile, so to speak. You just seen the fire. And as it got closer to the earth, you could see the missile because of the brightness of the other missiles that exploded, which lit up the sky. You see, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. So not the day of the Lord Yahweh will be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it. You see, and the people looking up, and their mouths are wide open, their eyes are big. Someone just, like I said, someone just stood in terror and couldn't move, man, because they knew there was no escaping. They knew that whatever it was going on was something that was destined and unavoidable. You see, for those of you who want the Lord to come back, this is how he's coming back, man. You know, the dream is very, very vivid. The appearance, back in Joel 2:4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen shall they run. As the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, as the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble. As a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained, and all faces shall gather blackness. It says in the NLT, look at them as they leap along the mountaintops. Listen to the noise they make, like the rumbling of chariots, like the roar of fire sweeping across a battlefield, like a mighty army moving into battle, man. And you can hear it. You see, those explosions, that impact was loud. And you can see the faces of people just with absolutely the look of despair. Verse 7, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. NLT says they attack. The attackers march like warriors and scale city walls like soldiers. Straight forward, they march, never breaking rank, man. So they're going to be designed to hit where they hit. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. When they fall upon a sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter into the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them, and the heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their light. The Lord shall utter his voice before his army, before his camp is very great. For he is strong, the executor of his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? You know, word abide it means to survive, man. Who's going to survive the day of the Lord? That's why we have to fear and ask Yahweh about Shem Yahushai for forgiveness and repent and pray to have mercy on us. Because that day was far greater than anything I ever seen on a movie, man. In fact, it was like a movie, but it was worse. You know? You people are not prepared. Your bunkers. And that's another thing. The impact of those missiles and the shock waves, and you know, I'm speaking as a man. A lot of those bunkers are not gonna fucking protect you, man. You see, they're not built for the impact that's coming, for the amount of missiles hitting this place, man. You know, you got 2 or 3 missiles hitting the same area, man. Those bunkers are gonna go to hell, and you've seen that. You've seen this place just being bombarded with missiles and falling objects from the heavens, man. Jeremiah Jeremiah 30:5, for thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Right, man? Everybody telling you that the Lord gonna come back with lollipops and stickers and rainbow-colored cupcakes, man. Got these people, these church pastors and these groups, Israelite groups, telling you that Jacob's trouble is not coming. That there's gonna be no tribulation. There is not gonna be any World War III. You see, but the Bible says otherwise. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with a hand on his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces turn into paleness. And LT said, now let me ask you a question. Do men give birth to babies? The answer is no. Then why do they stand there, ashen-faced, hands pressed against their sides, like a woman in labor? If you know the old customs of how we deliver babies, they would actually stand up, and when they would push, you know, like you put your hands on it to kind of like strengthen you to push harder, man. But you're in pain. We're going to our word paleness. We're going to word paleness. Mildew, rust, greenish yellow. All right, they're going to be turning colors, man. Fear. All right. Verse 7, alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. You know, and that's the day we're looking for to get saved from those damn missiles, from those calamities, man. You see? Because those days that are coming, none is going to abide, man. Nobody's going to escape. Revelation. Six and 12. And I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree gathers her untimely figs, with the shaking of a mighty wind, man. And that's those missiles, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is going to come with his wrath. You see? And it's going to look like a great wind just shook all the figs off and it just falling to the ground, man. You see, it was so many missiles, man. So many missiles, just hidden spots, man. Like, there's no way you're going to escape none of the shock waves. They're coming too close together, man. Those missiles are going to be coming in bunches, man. You see? The Lord is going to annihilate this place, man. Eviscerate it. You know? And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. And every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in dens in the rocks of the mountains. And I seen that they're running and hiding. It bring me back to that incident when they had that false missile attack in Hawaii, where they said they had reported people hiding in sewers, man. You know, trying to hide in basements, hiding in cars and up under houses and things like that, man. There's going to be no escape. When I say that those missiles are coming in bunches, man, ain't no way going to be escape all of them. Ain't no way, man. There's no way you can hide yourself. There's no way. You know. So that was my vision of the dream. You know. That one say Shalom.